Hello everyone and welcome to this stream summary about the release. As you may have heard, the release is delayed to the 25th of January and it's not an early access release, it's the full release of just the core features and core functions. And as always, I'm going through the summary list, and if I don't specify any more stuff, then Henrik didn't specify that. But let's first look what Henrik had to show. This is a big Minotaurus and they reworked it from the first game a lot, and it's looking pretty dangerous, and it will be less powerful than a troll, of course, and it will have a weapon and armor. This is just the naked version. And here's even a close-up of the details of the Minotaur, and it looks pretty scary. At Star Wars they are working some very professional 3D artists and stuff. I wonder what else can they do, but we will see it anyway. Sadly, Henrik didn't show us more stuff, so now let's go through the list. Also on the 25th of January there will the subs will start there. The 30-day subs. It's not like you sub and then at the first of the month, you know what I mean, the common question. If you buy a sub, it's 30 days of playtime. They are currently working on network improvements and performance improvements. Thanks to all participants in the stress test for all the nice data. There will be more dungeons at Persistance. The next steps are polishing, fixing and improvement stuff in general until January, as well as AI improvements, but AI improvements is always on the list, so yeah. There's still no exact date for necromancy, but before that Spiritism will be finished, including the Otherworld. Veterinary and Beastmaster skills are still worked on, and they will have more player skill to Beastmastery. And that means it will be a little bit more difficult than just, attack, pet attack, and the pet attacks. They said, Henrik said, there will be some more options and some more stuff that the player is more involved in that. Nodeline bug fixes will come. There will be no quests, there will be a task system where NPCs can give you optional tasks. Like, for example, an NPC wants to transport stuff or want some resources or some other stuff, and you just gather that, and yeah. But it's more like an open opportunity and not like quests that you know from other games. And the reason why they have the subscription model is because they are working on the content all the time. And that is because the subscription model is often a better choice for long and sustained development. They are working on a faster and more smarter queue system. The break-even point for Star Vault are 8,000 paid accounts, so 8,000 subs. MO1, for example, had at its default, more or less, he claimed, 4,500 subs. So he is very confident that they will break even. There are no plans on sub tokens. They are more careful with the player economy, and they have learned a lot about the first game, so it's more unlikely. Head turning will come to the game. Head. Where you can just turn your head while still running in a straight line. At one part of the stream, Henrik was wondering how MO1 even functioned, because it was a total mess of code and systems and stuff, and now they have with Mortal Kombat 2 a much better foundation to build stuff on, and they have it more module based that they can easily update or even migrate to some other stuff. So it's easier for them to update if it's needed, and now they can finally implement and deliver features they ever dreamed of, and they will do that. The Alliance system is coming. Henrik also said that there will be no microtransactions or any pay to win shit. Dominating Minotaurus or something will be possible, but the high-end creatures will not be possible, maybe the less powerful creatures, and if you tamed it and you dominated it, then they are less powerful than the nature ones. New stuff will be tested a long time before implementation after Persistence, for example crossbows. Flattery and arrow crafting is on the to-do list and is planned for much later. Mage robes and armors will have more style and more fitting, like the Star Wars Jedi robes, for example. Also come later. Ogmium is in-game, but you can't acquire it right now because some skills are missing, but it will come soon. Lictor armor will be in-game again, you know, the winged armor, but they will look much cooler, claimed Henrik. The deep fishing system will come to Mortal Online 2 like it was in Mortal Online 1, but with much more rare fishes and much better mechanics. For professional fishing you need some skill points, but for casual fishing this is good with just a few skill points in there, or even no skill points. It will possible for everyone, but if you want to be a professional fisher, you need to invest professional points. More light sources will come beside the torch, more abilities and more stuff to make light in general, even in dungeons. Domination will come maybe in October, they are not sure. Knockdown is also on the to-do list and they need more time for testing. Horses stats will be adjusted and reworked. Also some info in showing the stats will come, that you don't have to tame every creature. I personally think he means the inspect skill. Thievery implementation is planned after the release. Guild emblems will also come to the game, even for pets and pet armor. The tattoo profession will be a job, I mean a profession, and you will have to learn recipes, and also you can tattoo yourself and others. Yeah, it needs skill points. Also, like the barber, the haircut and hairstyles, you can also learn that, and you can be a professional hairstylist and barber. There will be more magic options and more stuff in general that you can be a little bit more stealthy and hiding, but the main concept is it's just keep it real. A crouching mechanic will be added. If you don't want to be seen, just crouch in the bush, for example. Fishing will come to the game before the release. Minor tweaks will be done on clade balancing, will come depending on the player feedback. So yeah, give feedback, guys, give feedback. Local billboards will come to the town where you can leave notes and other stuff. Henrik is really proud of the Mortal Online 2 project, and they will improve and they will add more stuff. Before Persistance, there will be more monsters and more stuff to explore, even more dungeons. They are currently working on the Etherworld and on fishing. The better dynamic weather system is also in the working. More textures and graphic improvements on some objects are coming. Lightning strike will be added again. When in dangerous weather you have a very small chance to get hit by lightning and maybe some other stuff. With Mortal Online 2 they have now the more model-based feature system that they can now update forever and transfer stuff without any problems, so the development can continue nearly forever, or more or less as long people play the game. VR support will also come to the game one day. Rizzers will get a little buff that they are a little bit harder to kill. Mortal is not only about PvP, they now realized that since the first game, and more concentrate now even on PvE stuff and some other stuff beside PvP. Henrik talked about the reputation of some people in the game in Mortal because it's one server and it's one world, and people get to know each other, even enemies, and this is unique in a MMO, that after some years many people have very high rank names because the guilds talk about each other, and that is what Henrik loves about the game. There will also never be another server, it will be just one world, one server, one history that you can change and forge. In taverns you must let your weapons at the door. They are fighting very hard on cheaters, and they implement nearly every week some more systems and some more anti-cheat stuff, and it's looking pretty good. Ordinary clothes besides armors will also be available. Clothes. Sometimes I can't pronounce anything. Henrik was forced over the years to sell more and more shares, but he's buying back a lot now. Gambling and stuff like poker and stuff will come to the game. macOS and other OS will not be supported because they don't have the manpower for it. 20,000 creatures are Mirrorland, but it seems a little bit rare, and yeah, they will add more later on. Mortal will be available for GeForce Now at the release. Pre-orders will come to Steam, but there's no exact date for it. The possibility after Persistence to change your Glade gifts will be available, but it will cost, for example, a few Glade XP, and you can't change it fast. Same with age, size and so on. There will be food or other stuff where you can increase your size, decrease your size, and getting older or getting younger. There will maybe presets in the character creation for new players to get a better start. A handshake feature is planned, and emote support between two players, for example. If you offer a handshake and someone taking the handshake, then you both shaking hands. And many other cool interactions between players. If you carry illegal substances in cities, for example smoking this stuff, and the guards are getting near and they will stop you, you can bribe them, you can talk yourself out of that, or they will attack you. Instruments will also come to the game. A voice setup for the Empire guards will come, and it's already in place and they just need to enable it. War declaring will be added with the upcoming patch, so guilds can even get slaughtered in towns without the guards interfering. Tavern rework, tavern bonuses for being in a tavern will become. There will be no instances for housing, so if you rent a house, for example, in a big city, for example Tindram, someone can just look through your window and yeah, you will be standing there in your house with all your decorations, all your stuff and so on. There will be no instance shit ever. Melting and repair will also come to the game. To repair something you will need just skill 50, but with repairing stuff it will never go back to the full 100% of maximum durability. There will also be never a pet resurrect. And last but not least, pet combat and beast mastery balance will come in the next patches. Holy shit, I need something to drink. I only cutted it 3 times. So I hope you enjoyed the video, because these summaries are taking a lot of time actually. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters Carmel, Professor O, Donski and all the others of course. Please if you like and subscribe, would be really awesome from you. And always remember to make party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.